Hey folks, welcome to MB Wildman channel. On today's video, we are out here. It is mid-December, and we're going to take a look at trapping some late prime beaver here in New Brunswick. So I haven't trapped beaver in a while. Not a real big fan of getting $5 for a nice prime beaver pelt. But my new addiction to spring bear hunting has brought me back to the old beaver dams. It's a little windy here today. Hopefully you can hear me. Hopefully it's not too bad on the video there. But I'm going to show you a real simple set that I do at almost every new beaver dam location, and that's a simple drowning set with a leg trap, and everything that you need is right here on the dam pretty much. So stay tuned, and we're going to walk you through how to make a drowning set for beaver. If you haven't yet subscribed to the Wildman channel, we sure would appreciate it. Just go ahead and hit that subscribe button. If you like the content, you can hit that bell, get notified when we upload new stuff. Also, right down along the bottom there somewhere, there's a bell called Super Thanks. That's a chance for you to go ahead and support the MB Wildman channel. Anybody that does that, all those donations will go right back into youth hunting and trapping here in New Brunswick. So we would appreciate that too, if you're so inclined. But anyway, here we go. First thing that we need, you're out there doing any kind of beaver trapping, you're going to need yourself a nice set of neoprene waterproof gloves that are heated, or at least insulated. These ones are my favorite. Got them at Cabela's a long time ago. So, for drowning sets, I like to use, I don't need that, or that. So these are my favorites for drowning sets. These are number 4 Victors. You can also use, you can use this type here if you want the jump trap. I like those more for on the land, but these are my favorites, equipped with a drowning lock, nice short chain. I like those for in the water. Gives the space, gives the beaver's front foot a whole lot of pan space and a whole lot of air to get caught. So I use those. I'll need a roll of wire, obviously. Trapping wire, just regular, whatever you guys use for your trapping wire, that's all you need. And you're going to need a stick or two off of the dam. So in an old dam like this, you can take a look around. It's obviously been here for a few years. They've got two old houses up the stream a bit. There's the new house right out there. Food pile looks like it's there, but it might be mostly under the water, so you can't see a whole lot of food. But that's the new food spot. Got a good deep dam. There's all kinds of long poles that have been stripped years ago. This is exactly what you're looking for. Something 6-8 feet long. Doesn't have to be super duper long. At least 6 feet is the way I would go. 8's better. So all you're going to do now is take your wire. You want to stretch out, if you got whatever the length of your pole is here, stretch out that length and then maybe 2 or 3 feet extra. The wire's pretty cheap. And then I'm just going to cut that. I like to put everything back in my bucket, or it ends up laying in the beaver dam when I'm done. But alright, so pretty simple stuff. Just a basic drowning set. No bag, no weight. Didn't have to lug a brick in here or anything like that. I'll use the long stick. I'm gonna wrap the wire around the bottom. Make it as tight as you can just with your hands. It doesn't have to be perfect, but just make a nice tight loop around the bottom of the stick. Like that. Okay. Run it up the length of the stick. Nice to have a little bit of ice on, just because that way they can't surface. But so run your wire up the length of the stick. Grab your trap. Slide it on your lock. Make sure you slide it the right way. It's always helpful if the beavers can pull it down the stick but not up. So you're going to put your lock in there like this so that your trap slides down the wire. Okay? So just slide it down below the top of the stick. Pull it as tight as you can. Pull the wire as tight as you can pull it just with your hands. No big deal. And then loop it around the top of the stick. Okay, so make a couple of loops. Hold it. Make a couple of loops like that, and then just wrap it around itself. just enough to secure it to the top of the stick, like that. Okay, so that's all you need to start with right there, and you got your nice stick like this. You can drag this back up to the top because you're going to need that like that. Okay, so that's step one. Step two, depending on the laws in your area where you're trapped, and here in New Brunswick, we're not allowed to break a beaver dam in order to get beavers to come to fix the hole to catch it. But as you can see here, we got a lot of rain over the last couple of days, and there's a natural spot right here. It's already leaking. So I didn't make this hole, it was like this. I am allowed to clear out a spot for my trap. So although I can't completely break the beaver dam, destroy the habitat, I can clear out a spot where my trap can go. So this spot's already open. I'm just going to clean out a little space here for my trap to set up. Okay, so that's the idea here. You make a little flat spot. Now inevitably, when you're doing this, you're going to add a little more leakage to the dam. That never hurts either. Right, so you end up making the hole a little bit bigger. You make a flat spot, well, that's the right. Alright, so we got a flat spot right there. Got a stick in the way, I'm going to move that. Alright, so there's a nice flat spot. A little bit of extra flow of water here, that'll get some attention tonight, this evening for the beavers. Now just grab the trap by the top wire, grab your long pole, slide it under the ice, and you want to stretch it out down into the mud at the bottom as far as you can get it. You want to stretch it out there, and you want to drive it down into the mud at the base of the dam. So it can be tricky because you want to get it in a spot that feels secure, right? Like if it doesn't squish way down in, then they'll be able to pull it out of the mud. There we go. So you're going to drive it down in here. Perfect. Try not to slip and fall in the dam while you're doing it. Gets a little wet and cold. So, that's driven down into the mud on the bottom of the dam here. The bottom. I need a second stick. Doesn't have to be anywhere near as long, but you need a second one. And put it up here. And drive it down into the mud. Right in the center of the dam if you can. As far down as you can get it. Okay? You want the second stick. This is your toggle. Push this down in as far as you can push it so it's pretty solid. And then wire your sticks off together. So that extra wire that you had, you got that around your toggle wire up here. There you go. So you got your grounder secure, your toggle secure, your trap sitting here. Now it's just a matter of setting this the way you want it. Go ahead and set your trap. Like I say, I like the number 4 Victors, but long spring, you can use whatever your favorite beaver trap is. There you go. So make sure you slide your wire right here. Make sure you slide that down below the water 6-8 inches so that if this freezes over, it doesn't freeze your lock in. And then you're just going to set this beaver trap down onto that flat spot that you made. Okay? Now, I like to set my trap off to one side, left or right, depending on which side I got my stick on. Because if you think about it, beaver coming in to fix the hole or to inspect the hole, you want a good solid front foot catch. Alright? You want your beaver by the front foot in that trap. He panics, heads for deep water, slides down the wire. He's got his head down. He gets to the bottom, all of a sudden you can't go any farther, he turns to come up, can't come up, so there he is, stuck with his head down, and he's in the trap, quick dispatch and easy. If you get him by the back foot, you get this trap too far in the water, when you get the beaver by the back foot, they got all the length of their body So you can get a big beaver, pull his way out of the bottom of this, and then you got a mess. So you're looking for a front foot catch. All right, let's take a look at this up close here. So this is what your setup looks like. Real simple. My gloves off here, I'll show you. Real simple, you got your toggle stick, you got your wired stick, and this is all you got. All right, so you got a little hole in the dam, natural. Depending on what your laws are, whether you can make them or not. You got a little flat spot that you've made. You got some deep water out there, covered with ice. Offset your trap to one side so the beaver coming in gets a front foot catch. All right, well that's it. Pretty quick and easy. On a brand new set, on a brand new beaver dam like this, where it looks like a lot of activity, I'll put probably 3 sets just like this around the easy access points. Not on the up and over spot, but this little spot where it's deep like this. So probably about 3 drowning sets per fresh beaver dam. So anyway, listen, I hope this is something that helps you out, and you can use this out on your line. So until next time, happy hunting from the NB Wildman channel.